Hey YouTube, today we are going to be having a girls talk, and I was about to go to sleep or like do something else, but I was like, let me get up and let me record this video because I literally been slacking on YouTube like crazy. And starting the new year, I'm gonna try to be more consistent because I have not been consistent. Actually going to do a part 2 with more girls so that it can be more opinions and not just one opinion. So let's get right into what is my opinion on periods. Like basically like what's tips for when you're on your period and you basically have cramps and stuff, like tips for when you have cramps on your period. So my tips for that is basically just when you have very bad period cramps, which I know that feeling because it is the worst. The best thing that you could really do is just either take like ibuprofen or Tylenol if like you don't have any troubles with taking medicine like that. Take one of those. Ibuprofen definitely does work, or just use if you're allowed to take like ibuprofen and Tylenol, only take it if you're allowed. Or take a warm shower. Take a warm showers help a lot because it's like a heating pad. Like, you know how you can put a heating pad on your stomach for like cramps or anything like that. Just warm water is just like that. So either take like a bath or a shower, a hot one, and it'll help calm down your cramps. You can try laying down. Sometimes laying down don't work for everybody. Laying down always don't work for everybody because it still be like off the roof when you're laying down. But those are just the tips that I do usually. Try not to smell while on your period. The most thing I can say about that, just wash up. Like, just wash up every day. You're supposed to be washing up every day anyway, but especially on your period, sometimes you have to wash multiple times a day, depending on how heavy you bleed, depending on how you is when your period is on down there. Some people have to wash twice a day. Do not be leaving your pad on over time. Number one, that's not healthy. That's not good for the vagina. And number two, is not good for the smell. Like, it's not good if you're trying to keep down there smelling nice. So yeah, just my opinion, my advice for that is just make sure you wash, make sure you're changing your pad. The only time that you should really have your pad on for long hours is if like you oversleep and you're sleeping with a pad on. That's the only time. To be honest, you should be able to wake yourself up out of your sleep to change your pad before you even hit that 8 hours, I feel like, because come on, you don't want to have a pad on for more than 8 hours. To be honest, you don't want to have a pad on. You should be at least changing your pad 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night. Sometimes some people have to change it more than that, depending on, some people have to change their pad more than that. But you should be changing your pad frequently throughout the day. Just make sure y'all girls is changing your pads. Make sure y'all are taking y'all hot showers to get rid of y'all annoying cramps. And make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because that's the only advice I can give you when you're on your period. Feel about shaving. How do I feel about shaving? Honestly, when it comes down to shaving, I feel like if you feel like that's what you want to do, then do it. Like, I feel like sometimes some girls don't always feel like fucking shaving. So, like, being a girl, like, let's be realistic, you don't always feel like shaving. So my thing with shaving is, I mean, it's good to shave down there because honestly, you don't, like, I mean, everybody got their own reference. Some people likes to have bushes down there and some people don't. So to me, like, I feel like, how many of those movies is they gonna make? When it comes down to shaving, I feel like if you want to shave, shave. If you don't. It's simple. Like, if you have a boyfriend and they prefer for you to shave, and you feel like you want to shave for your boyfriend, do that. If you feel like you don't, then don't. But honestly, I feel like it's better to just, you don't want to have a whole bunch of hair down there. Like, you want to be able to see your vagina. Like, you want to be able to, like, you don't want it to be hidden with all the hair. I feel like having hair down there, a whole bunch of hair down there, can also cause like smell problems. I don't know. If you prefer to shave, shave. If you don't, you don't. It's really not nothing that I can really say about that. Having hair up underneath your underarms, I feel like as a girl, like, that should be shaved, because it's like, girl, you really want to walk around with your underarms looking like, I mean, your underarms, but I mean, everybody has their preference. Everybody has their preference. I just feel like this. I feel like as a girl, you shouldn't have all that damn hair up underneath your underarms. Anyway, sometimes I can understand if you don't feel like shaving. Everybody don't feel like shaving. If you don't have to shave, then don't fuck shave. If you don't feel like you want to shave, don't fuck shave. But if you like to wear those cute little tank tops and stuff like that, I mean, you can still wear it with hair, but no. I prefer to not have all that damn hair on my motherfucking underarms. And that's just period. Okay. Winter time and you don't like, come on now, you get a little past in the winter time. You wear all long sleeves. Nobody won't be seeing your underarms. So if you really don't feel like shaving in the winter time, you really don't have to. But once the summertime comes, girl, you gotta shave them underarms. Also with like your upper lip, do not shave your upper lip, because that can leave like darkness around your upper lip. Like me, I had to learn my lesson, because I used to get eyebrow razor and I used to shave my hair, and it used to leave like a dark like hair look. Like, I don't know, that probably don't happen to everybody. Some people is able to shave and that don't happen to them. But just to prevent that from happening to you, just either get a wax. Wax do not really hurt like that on your lip. Like, it give you like a little, it hurts a teeny bit more than eyebrow hurts, but it's not a pain that is like, oh my god, I cannot deal with this. Like, no, like, it's not one of those. It's just like a probably make your eyes water a little bit, but it's not nothing that you can't handle. So either get like a wax or get like a face remover cream. I use for like my upper lip, I use Nair face cream, because the waxing is fine and all, but I don't always feel like going to go get a wax. Sometimes I want to do it at home, so I'll just buy the face cream. And the face cream work, I used that, and I used some other face cream. I forgot what it was called, but it worked really good. And I also use Nair face cream, and it works really, really good. So there are some tips right there, and a product that you can use. As you guys can see, I just did it today before I did this video, because it was a little bit of hair coming back. Like, it was like a good amount for me to have to do it. Next one is hygiene. Taking care of your hygiene is very important. It's very important, ladies, because y'all do not want people talk. First of all, you don't want to be remembered as somebody that stunk. You don't want people to be talking about you stink. You just don't want a bad rep for yourself when it comes down to hygiene, because that's like the most important thing on yourself. Like, if you stink, like, that means you don't take care of yourself, and that's just bad. So my tips on hygiene is just wash every single day. I don't care if you're tired, if you're feeling lazy. That's not nothing to feel lazy about, honestly. Like, some days you have your days where it's like, I don't feel like getting up, I don't feel like doing nothing. Especially for the people who, you know, go through mental issues and be depressed and mental. But when it comes down to showering, you have to shower, or you're just going to be stinking, and you don't want to stink. Like, sometimes you can think of a shower as like a common, I don't know, you could just think of a shower, like, find ways to make having a shower, I don't know, find ways to make it better for you. Like, if you're one of those type people who don't be feeling like taking a shower, or just like try to listen to music while you want to take a shower. Try to sit in the bath and be on your phone or something. At least get in the shower. Like, you have to get in the shower. Make sure that you're washing your body correctly. Do not be, girls, Okay, this is one thing. This is an important thing for girls, because girls have this thing of trying so hard to have the perfect pH balance and trying so hard to eliminate any type of like, I don't know how to explain it, but do not be putting hella soaps down there. Do not be using 10 different soaps. Oh, I'm using this soap today, then I'm using this soap tomorrow, then I'm using this. No, get one soap that works for you and use it. Now, I use Dove down there. The only time I might end up having to use like a different soap or anything of that matter is if like I'm over somebody else and they have like, they don't have Dove, like they have like the green soap. Y'all know what the green soaps be. I don't know. And they got like, that's the only time I use like a different soap. And I mean, I feel like when it comes down to like other soaps, like the pH balance soaps like Summer Eves and all that, I don't really know too much about them soaps, because after I heard about I heard some stuff about it. I heard, number one, it was all over the internet one time that Summer Eves was not good for you. It did something like, I don't know, it did something in there that was not good for you. Honestly, I feel like a lot of soaps is not good for you, and I feel like you should just find a soap that is good for your vagina and stick to it. Do not sit there and try. I mean, it don't hurt to try different things, because sometimes people want to try different soaps, but don't be getting all them scented soaps, all them perfume smelling soaps and trying to, like, come on, that's not natural. It's not. And it's no, it's down there. It's supposed to smell like nothing. It's not supposed to smell like all that other extra stuff. It's not supposed to, no. So my advice on that, on the hygiene, is just don't use too much soaps down there. Make sure you wash your butt. If you don't know how to wash those things, I don't know if there's a way that you can search it up or whatnot, but now when it comes down to your teeth, teeth is the first thing that people see. Teeth is your first thing that boys see, girls see, women, men, children, old ladies. That's the first thing you see when they look at your face. Your teeth is what makes your face, if you really want to be honest. I mean, that's not really what, that's a lie. That's not really what makes your face, but for some people, that's what makes your face. So for those people that looks at your teeth, you don't want them to see no yellow ass, placked up ass teeth. Like, you should brush your teeth twice a day. Write your motherfucking, sing the alphabet in your head. Don't be one of those people who barely, like, if you do wash your teeth, you're not ever washing right. You're supposed to wash your teeth a good enough amount of time. Make sure that you're getting your tongue. Don't nobody want no white tongue. Don't nobody want to see the stain of the food that you was eating yesterday. Now, I can understand. I probably got like a little red tongue right now because I'm drinking some red Gatorade right now. But that's the only time your tongue should be a different color, is if you're drinking something, or yeah, that's the only time. But you should not be having no yellow ass tongue. You should not be having plaque all on your teeth. You need to wash your teeth. That's key. Nobody wants stink breath in their face, because it was plenty of times where I was talking to people and their breath smelled like shit, like purely shit. Like, don't talk to me if you know that your breath smells like shit. Like, how can you, like, I can't, like, how don't you smell that? Like, I'm sorry, you can, like, some people can't smell their breath, but I know if I can smell your breath smelling like shit, you can smell your breath smelling like shit. There's no way. It's understandable if somebody's breath stink a little bit, they probably can't smell it, or somebody gotta tell them. But if it comes down to the point where your breath smells like shit, you gotta taste it or something. Like, you got to. It was times where people breath smell like shit, and it's like I couldn't talk to them. Like, I'm like, like my face would be like that up underneath. Like, I don't be like, I don't be trying to put them on the spot or like show that, like, you know, oh my god, they breath stink. Because to be honest, you don't know how to tell somebody their breath stink, especially like, I don't know. Now, if it was I don't know, if it's your friend, I feel like you should take your friend right off the bat. Like, damn, girl. Like, don't put them out on the spot. Like, but like, if that's your friend and you're close enough to talk to them like that, you're like, bitch, you know, why do I smell your breath? Your breath is weird. Like, tell them. Like, don't leave your friend out, especially if y'all out in public or something. Pull them to the side, take them to the bathroom, something. Don't just have them inside people's face and they don't know that they breath stink, but you know that they breath stink and you're not telling them. Because that's embarrassing. Underarms, make sure you put on your deodorant. If you're a person that sweat like crazy, make sure you got deodorant on you. Always just make sure y'all have those little things on y'all. If y'all going, this is also for the period thing too. This is what I left out in the period. If you're going somewhere, a friend's house, school, work, wherever, and your period have not came on yet, but you know that this is your month for your period, make sure you at least have one pad inside your bag, because you cannot depend on the places that you're going to have a pad. And you do not want your period to go on and then you go to ask for a pad from somebody and they don't have a pad. Like, it's just like, damn, now what I'm gonna do? Put tissue down there? You don't want to put tissue down there. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes the tissue thing works, but to be honest, it's not sanitary. It's not. No, you're gonna want pad. You're gonna want a pad or a tampon. Everybody don't use everybody don't use pads. So a pad or a tampon or whatever. Make sure that you have that with you. Also, along with deodorant to go. Toothpaste to go. If you feel like pulling out your toothbrush and your toothpaste to brush your teeth somewhere, like a mini set is too much, then have some gum. What else? Just have like little to-go things. Perfume is a good way to smell good. But another bad things that can come with perfume is if you're trying to mask your funk with perfume. It's not the way to go. You do not want to try to mask your funk with perfume, because now it's just going to be a sweet, funky smell, and you do not want that. Because I smell people who stunk, but then you also smell the perfume over top of the stink, and it's not a good smell. It just smells like a sweet funk smell, and you don't want people to be like, that. Like, it's like, damn, like, she just sprayed perfume because she stink. Just saying, it's the truth. You do not want to sit there and try to mask your funk with perfume. Only time you should be putting on perfume is if you were fresh out the motherfucking shower with a new motherfucking outfit on, or like fresh out the shower with an outfit on. Period. Fresh out the shower. That's when you should be putting on perfume. You should not be putting on perfume if you haven't washed and God's know when, and you know that you stink. Down there is stinky. You trying to put some perfume down there, your underarm stinky. No, because the perfume is not gonna work. I don't care what type of perfume you got. I don't care if you have the best top shelf perfume. It might smell good for that moment when you spray it, but it's not gonna hide your funk. Like, your stink is still gonna shine through the perfume. I don't care what perfume you got. It's just better off just to shower than put on perfume. Perfume is really good because it just feels good to smell good, you know? And perfume is a good way to smell good. Perfume, the same way we be like, when they be smelling good, like, damn, like when he wear a picture, be like, damn, he smell good, and you know he got on like some type of good smelling ass cologne. The same way you want somebody to be with you when they hug you, like, she smell like vanilla, she smell fruity, like, because of your perfume. You get what I'm saying? And because you take care of your hygiene, you wash. You don't want to stink and then have that perfume smell over time. It's just not good. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good smell. And no, you just want to make sure that you're keeping yourself clean. And it's not hard to keep yourself clean. Just make sure that you're showering every day. You're brushing your teeth every day. You're putting on your deodorant, putting on your perfume. You know, make sure your feet don't stink. Feet is important. You don't want your feet to be stinking. At this point, especially if you're older, you're too old for your feet to be stinking. I don't care what you say. Do something, wash the shoe. If the shoe is not washable, throw the shoe away. If the shoe is not washable, throw the shoe away. If you know that if I step, and then you know it's bad, if you put on some new socks and then you put your feet into some sneakers and then it makes the new socks stink. No. And this go for boys too, because I'm sorry, but boys, I don't know why they think just because they boys, their feet can stink. That's funky. No. I don't care if you play basketball. I don't care if you run track. I don't care if you go to the gym. Once you come back from those places from sweating and all that extra shit and you know your feet sweaty. Now, I never really had this problem because I don't sweat that much. Like, I'll sweat here and there, but I don't really sweat for real, for real. And my feet never really sweat for real, for real. The last time my feet probably sweat, I probably was a kid. Like, if you really want to be honest, I don't even remember the last time my feet sweat. But if you is that person that your feet sweat, make sure as soon as you get into the crib, you take those shoes off, you take off those socks, and you hop your ass into the shower, put those socks inside the motherfucking dirty bin. Do not sit your feet inside those shoes, then go lay your stink socks inside your bed. Like, no. That's not it. You don't want to do that. So just make sure that you know you change your socks so that your feet won't stink. You wash your feet. Don't be one of those people that forget to wash their legs and their feet when they're inside the shower. Wash your feet. Your feet is just as important as everything else that you're washing. So yeah, on hygiene for a minute, because when it comes down to that, it's so many topics to hit. Like, I can go into hair hygiene, but we're not going to go into all that because I'm already 25 minutes into this video. It's self-care. So when it comes down to self-care, my tips and opinion on that is just, you know, you gotta make sure that you're confident with yourself. Here, okay? So basically, you just want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. You want to make sure that you love yourself. Like, when it comes down to self-care, the first thing on the list is learning to love yourself. Okay, you have to learn to love every part of your body. You have to learn to love everything about yourself. You know, self-care is very important. Treat yourself. If you treat your skin, go on little spa dates with yourself or go with your friends. That's the part of self-care. Take care of your skin. Our skin is very important. Like me, I see, the thing is with my skin, I have clear skin. I have on a little bit of concealer underneath my eyes and around my eyebrows because I did my eyebrows and I got bags. So I was trying to cover up my bags because my bags are crazy. But I really don't have bumps. The most thing that I have is like discoloration on my skin. Like, I have light spots on my skin a lot, but it's also because I have eczema. So I get like dry spots all on my face and all that on my skin, like dry spots and light spots. It barely be like a whole bunch of pimples. I might get a pimple here and there, and the only time I get pimples is if like I fall asleep with my makeup on, and then like the next day I have like little pimples like up here or something, or like I just get like a random bump, just bloop, and it don't even be, you know how some people get bumps before their period? It don't be that. Like, I just get a random bump out of the blue, either on my nose or on my cheek, but it always end up going away. Like, anytime I have bumps, they don't just sit, like, they always end up going away. Like, and it don't leave marks or nothing. But that's all because I take care of my skin. I make sure I wash my face. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been lacking on my skincare routine for forever. Like, for a minute. Like, I have not been doing, like, I wash my face every day. I use Noxzema every day. That's one of my skin products I use is Noxzema. I use that every day. But like a full-blown skincare routine, like the moisturizers and face cleaner, then at night the same thing, and taking care of your hair, like basically just taking care of yourself is self-care. Make sure you take care of your hair, make sure you're taking care of your skin, make sure you're taking care of your body. Eating right is self-care. How is you gonna care for yourself if you're not even eating right? You can't even simply eat right. And I'm not gonna lie, it can be hard. Eating right can be hard, but that don't, like, when I say eat right, I don't mean you have to completely cut out, you know, fast food. Like, even though that's a good option, like completely cutting it out is really good, but some people can't do that. So you just can't speak like, oh, well, you could just because it's not that easy for some people. So I mean, for the people that can't really just cut that stuff out, like the bad foods out, like the pizzas and the donuts and eat right and just have that stuff once or twice a month. Like, you can limit yourself to eat that stuff once or twice a month instead of 2 times out of a week, every week, or every time I go here I get this. No, you don't want to be eating fast food every single day. You don't want to be eating bad every single day. What you put inside your body is a part of self-care, because you have to take care of your body. What you put inside your body is important. I don't care if it's food. All that bad food shit is not good for you. And it's not even just because, oh, don't just do it because, oh, you want to lose weight. Do it because you care about your body. Losing weight is just a bonus. I mean, if you really want to be honest. And I mean, sometimes it's a goal for people that really wants to lose weight, but you really want to eat right because you know, okay, this is going to be good for me in the long run. Self-care. Take care of your hair. If you're on a hair growth journey, you want your hair to grow, how your hair gonna grow, you're not taking care of it. Put inside protective styles like wigs, braids, let me see, non-heat hairstyles. You know, for people that don't wear wigs and braids, just put your hairstyle inside of a hairstyle that you know that's not going to damage your hair. Nails. Like, don't be walking around with dirty behind nails. Take care of your nails. Even if you're not an acrylic person, you're not a press-on person. Like, I recently stopped using acrylic because I just feel like they be fucking up my nails sometimes. And the places that I was going to, they did nails okay, and I just feel like press-ons is way better. Anyway, like, that's just what I feel like. Press-ons is better for some people, and press-ons is not better for some people. Some people don't like press-ons because it don't last long with them. Like me, I can wear press-ons and the last, but I mean, it's not for everybody. But back to the self-care, because I be getting off topic. But yeah, self-care is basically just taking care of yourself, knowing your worth. You want to know your worth. That's a part of self-care too. You want to know your worth. Don't belittle yourself. You want to write down your goals. Setting goals for yourself. You want to set goals for yourself. You want to do things that motivate you. You want to do things that are good for you. You want to keep positive energy around you. That's part of self-care too. You don't want to always be around negative stuff. You don't always want to be in negative stuff. You don't want to have negative people around you. You don't want to be doing negative things, because all that's going to do is bring you down. So how is you going to have self-care and you're doing stuff that's not even bringing you up, it's bringing you down? You get what I'm saying? So self-care is just basically taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, doing things that's going to benefit your skin, doing things that's going to benefit your hair, doing things that's going to benefit you, doing things that are good for you is self-care. Self-love is basically self-care. Before I end this video, because let me see what I can say about being independent. How can you be independent? Alright, the ways that you can become independent, you basically just want to, number one, find a source of income independently, and not saying, like, I don't know, I don't want to defend, I don't want to offend anybody. Any way of how you can make money and you don't have to depend on somebody's money, if you get what I'm saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with sugar daddies. There's nothing wrong with people who do sex work. There's nothing wrong with none of that. But if you want to be independent, I mean, you don't want to depend on somebody else's money. I don't know, because I don't want to not call them independent because they still making money. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that topic because I don't want nobody to be talking shit. But everybody got their own opinions. But if you want to be independent, find ways to make your own money. Simple. Find a way to make your own money. And I mean, if you have a phone bill, if you have any type of bill, like say if you don't have your own car, you don't have your own house, so you don't have those type bills to pay, but whoever you're staying with, you know, you can offer to pay a bill, so you can learn how to pay a bill. You can start paying your phone bill instead of having a family member or somebody else pay your phone bill. That's ways of learning how to become independent, learning how to pay a bill. You can start off small. A phone bill, simple, that's still a bill. Some people look at phone bills as not really being a bill because, I mean, some people, it don't matter if your phone bill is $50, to $100 something, to $200 something, it's still a bill. You can still learn how to have that independence and that responsibility of paying something on time every month, so that can prepare you for when you start having to pay a car note every month or having to pay a apartment bill every month or however that is. It might not be the same price, but you'll have some type of independence on knowing how to do that, knowing how to pay something on time. Like buying, like if you're a teenager and your mom, it don't matter what age you is, because some people still be in their 20s to have their mom do everything for them. But if you're having your mom buy all your clothes, having your mom buy all your shoes, having your mom buy everything for you, like literally you don't have to pay for nothing. One way of how to become independent is paying that stuff yourself. Buying that stuff yourself. Buy your own shoes, buy your own clothes. Stop having your mom do all that for you if you want to learn how to be independent. And it's just that simple. Like, independence starts with you. Stop having people do everything for you. I mean, it's not bad having people do stuff for you, but if you don't want to depend on nobody and you want to be independent, you want to learn how to be independent, it's best to pay for stuff your own. Pay for your shoes, pay for your clothes, pay your own bill, your own phone bill, help out with a bill, just don't depend on anybody to do anything for you. And that's the only way that you can really learn how to become independent. Start working towards your career, instead of waiting on your mom or somebody to sign you up for school. Sign yourself up for school. Instead of waiting for somebody to offer you this job opportunity or to get you into their job, get up and find your own job. It's so many ways you can become independent. It just all starts with you. Don't be lazy. You're not gonna, like, if you're a lazy person, it's gonna be hard for you to become independent. Okay? You don't want to be a lazy person. Not being lazy is key, because being lazy can set you back on so many goals that you could have achieved if you just wasn't lazy. And it happens to everybody. Everybody have their days where they just want to be lazy. They don't want to do nothing. Don't feel like doing nothing. Like, everybody has those days, but you just don't want to let that day be every day. You don't want to let that day be all the time. Procrastination is a big way to stop you from getting to where you want to get, because you always have that moment in life where you be like, dang, if I would have been did this, I could have been done it. Like, if I would have never just been being lazy, I would have been da-da-da-da. So the first time you realize that, it might could even be a second time you end up having to realize that, like, dang, if I would have been, you might catch yourself saying that multiple times. The only way you'll catch yourself not saying that again is just by getting up and not being lazy and just doing it. The next thing you know, you want to start seeing all the stuff that you've been planning on coming into motion. Also, a good tip is that I do myself, that a lot of people probably do. Write down your stuff. Write down your goals. Write yourself down. Even if you have to, the way that I do it, I get a book and I plan out my whole month. Like, I just write down all my plans and my goals and what I'm going to do that month. I don't give myself too much in one month. Like, don't overly do it. Just do as much as you know that you can handle in that 1 month. Like, okay, September, I know I can do this in September, this September, that in September, this and this September. Write that down for your September. And as that month go on, check those lists off and find ways to get those checked off. Find ways to get that stuff done. Don't sit there and none of that stuff is checked off. At least do make yourself feel good by at least having, even if you got a list of 10 things, at least make yourself feel good by at least having 3 things checked off. 3 or more things checked off. Even if it's just 3 or 2, okay, that's progress. You're getting somewhere. I might not have got everything done on this list, but at least I had got some things done on this list. So just always set goals for yourself. Like, just always have a goal set for yourself. You don't want to be one of those people that have no goals. No, oh, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, no. some people, it's okay to not know what you want to do sometimes, like when it comes down to career-wise and still finding yourself. But you also want to always have a goal. It no matter what it is, you need to have a goal. Because I just feel like if you don't have no goal, then what the fuck is you doing? If you don't have no goals, like, what do you want? Like, nothing. Like, so just make sure you write that stuff down. Writing down your goals and stuff is a good thing. Get you a planner. Write you down some notes. Write down ways to make yourself better. Like, it's so much stuff that you girls can do to better yourself, okay? It's so much things that us girls can do that can better us. And it just all starts with us, okay? It just all starts with us. Another thing that, oh my God, it's so many more topics that I have to get into. Like, I can literally sit and talk about this stuff all day. 5 topics, and this video is 41 minutes long. And it's because I really was taking my time talking about everything in this video. But it's fine because I'm going to have a part two of this video with my sister and probably my best friend. I want to get both of them in it because I feel like that video would be so good. I feel like that would be, I'm trying to look at the camera, then I'm looking at myself, then I'm looking at the camera. So if my eyes just go here, then they go down, just don't mind it. But I really want to have both of them inside the video because I feel like it would be such a good video seeing their opinions, because I know some topics I bring up is going to be like, for the, even the juicy topics yet. I was just more so, since I'm by myself, I was just more so hitting like the basic ones first, like the, not even basic, the ones that I feel like I can talk about myself without, you know. So we touched some good things: self-care, hygiene, periods, shaving. We touched a lot of things today. And if you like this video, make sure that you show that you like it. Hit the like button below. Hit subscribe, comment some topics, some questions that you girls probably want to know for my next girl talk video, and guarantee they're going to be inside of the video. Just make sure you comment it down below. So I'm about to start trying to be more consistent with my videos, so just let me know what videos y'all want to see. Part 2, I'm not going to guarantee it's going to be the next video, but it's probably going to be a couple videos from now. But just let me know what you guys want to see. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Fuck the world, I'ma walk in erection. Spit without a thought, we do it.